These autonomous delivery bots are designed to process some orders for you. Simple, run-of-the-mill orders only. Take a look at what's available. Cargo transported by a bot is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out. Now we wait for the delivery bot to reach its destination. As of today, there's just one, but if the test succeeds, we'll move ahead with mass production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to slap together another delivery bot for field testing. You can decide how to use this one. Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back and beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too. Head for the private room. Go on.
Your work is great.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you? Way my dad made it sound, we were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and we didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You telling me that?
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind. So I did everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the city. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now? I'll be there for you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
Okay, from the engineer, if I could paint a BT's picture. I may be an engineer by trade, but I'm not half bad at painting either. You know, with pens and brushes and all that. Learned it from my mother. Heart, thumbs up. With the right tools and enough time, I can faithfully recreate what I see on paper, or whatever elaborate vistas I can envision with my mind's eye. Which got me thinking, what if I made a picture of a BT? Thinking face. I believe what makes them so terrifying is that we don't know what they look like, so if someone with dooms like you could describe what you saw, I could give your words shape and colour, and maybe we'd be a little less afraid. It might even be enough to coax a few shut-ins outside for a bit. But even if we can't change them, I know you've changed me. Thanks for everything, Sam. Don't be a stranger. Thumbs up, hands together. From the craftsman, Porter's coming through again. Hey Sam, remember that porter I told you about? He came round again, been by my old place, the one in the ruins, you know? Skullface. As to the why, well, it seems he'd gone and snatched up some of my belongings, a musty set of work clothes I let slip I was pining for at our last meet. Wasn't a proper ask or anything, more be nice if I had 'em sort of thing, thumbs up. So I said it, and next thing I knew, he up and says he'll bring 'em back. I told him no, ain't nothing worth the hassle, no need to try and be another Sam. But he went and did it anyway. Came back goods in hand, safe and sound. Thumbs down. He's not alone though. Said he'd formed a team with another porter, one to keep watch for BTs, another to manage the cargo. Neither of 'em's got dooms, but together they can almost manage as well as you. At least I did this time, eh? Thumbs up. It's amazing what people can do when they put their minds to it, and when someone like you is around to provide inspiration. Thumbs up. Some new interviews. What have we got? King Midas and the Chiral Crystals. Hartman, 2.5 years ago, Hartman's lab. Rumours have been circulating regarding a man who calls himself King Midas. Unlike his namesake from Greek mythology, however, this gentleman does not turn all that he touches to gold. Instead, he claims to wield the power to create chiral crystals at will. The story suggests that he gained this power as a result of experiments involving organisms which possessed a similar ability. I am of course aware of the existence of microbes that could melt and condense gold, in effect extracting it from ore deposits, but this is the first time I've heard of any organism that could do something similar with chiralium. These organisms are apparently akin to cryptobiotes, as well as the coral that is found in the seam, in that they exist outside of time. If this man truly managed to harvest such organisms, then it is an extraordinary achievement which could lead to untold possibilities, veritable bioalchemy even. Much like his mythical counterpart, however, King Midas is said to have paid a heavy price for his power. Indeed, his body is turned into a mass of particles, a side effect of crystallizing all the chiralium with which he came into contact. It is said that the only evidence of his existence are 2 golden handprints he left behind. Now, I must temper this rather dramatic story by stressing that no microbes capable of the previously described ability have been detected. As such, I suspect the king is nothing more than an urban legend, the kind of story spun by dreamers in a world where chiral crystals are rare and precious and can only be collected from perilous, timefall-soaked places. Perhaps we could even consider it a morality tale, the moral being, of course, that greed is never good, whether one lusts for gold or for chiral crystals. It is, however, a remarkable coincidence that, not long after I first heard talk of this modern-day Midas, I also started to hear rumours concerning a man wearing a golden death mask. Might the two be related? Who knows? Drones and the Singularity. Mama, several months ago. Where unknown. Yep, the bot is good to go. We're putting it through some field tests within the network service area. Should have the results before long. Delivery efficiency within a given region is expected to improve following a successful Cupid connection as well. No, that won't be a problem. The bot's just a cargo carrier. Human input is required to accept orders and set coordinates. Drone syndrome shouldn't be a factor, and the Singularity, not a chance. Sounds like one side of a conversation here. Well, think about it. AI doesn't die. It might get upgraded or replaced, but that's not at all comparable to death, so it has no reason to fear it, you see. The concept is completely foreign, incomprehensible. Death comes to all living things, but only humans have the capacity to understand the implications, to imagine what it means to no longer exist. That's one limitation AI won't overcome. That's a reason it won't ever surpass human intelligence. Fragile's father and Fragile Express. Fragile 1 year ago, Lake Knot City. My father came up with the name Fragile Express before I was born. The US was Swiss cheese back then. All the void outs had left craters as far as the eye could see. People were losing their minds looking for a way out. They thought the government would have their back, but it was gone. All the systems, all the gears that kept their world turning smashed to bits in a matter of seconds. When everything you know breaks, it's hard not to break yourself. Before our new network, there was an old one. The whole nation was online, 24/7, cameras and microphones everywhere, watching and listening and recording. There was a strange sort of comfort in that, people said, a certainty that someone somewhere would know if you were in trouble. But after the Stranding, that all vanished into the ether. No one was looking out anymore. No one was coming to save you. A lot of folks died waiting before the rest caught on and took matters into their own hands. My father was one of the latter. He'd been working for a private logistics company, and he and some friends figured they were in a position to bring people supplies and repair vital infrastructure Americans used to rely on to survive. They were builders, men and women who understood the value of what was lost and wanted to reclaim it. My father and them really believed that they could get it all back, bit by bit, and make us whole, make us America. It was a precious, fragile dream, like so much back then, but if they nurtured it, if they stayed true, he knew it could be all ours again. Could all be ours again. People, ideas, connections, also fragile. The US was nothing more than a network of people and the connections between them. No wonder it broke apart so easily. But everything that's worth something is fragile. That's why I was given this name. My father's not with us anymore, but the bond between us remains fragile, though it is. Okay. Yeah, there was a memory chip back by the craftsman, actually. I have to pick it up at some point. Yeah, okay, let's drink these.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders. Higgs set Fragile up.
Eavesdropping again.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Thank you with my thanks.
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting it even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
I hope we get our... I'm just thinking about getting our connection thing up, because we're 5 stars with the engineer already, aren't we? So... Right? Can see the risks there. Well, we know it can make it to the Elder fairly easily. Yeah, mules and river. But it's got the road it should be able to follow. There we go. Projected post-delivery condition 39%, 91, 77. Yeah, that's pretty low. Let's go to the Elder. Let's help him out. Can we fabricate... new bridge boots. Yeah, I think I will do that, actually. How are the ones with... I think we've just put some... the ones we've got are okay, so I might as well use those up first. So let's put them on the boot clip. Okay, good. What have we got in the private locker? Just some of that stuff, that's fine. Might, once we get out, if there's some of those road builder things. Oh. That's supposed to go to the engineer. I think I will drop that actually because... Well, that's entrusted pretty good with the engineer, so it's fine. what do we got here? So that's our main one, is it? To the weather station. Okay. It's fairly mountainous. Well, not too bad actually. Okay, let's have a look at our standard orders. That's going back to the engineer, that's going back to the craftsman. It's a pretty heavy one, but we could do that. Okay, yes, I think we're going to. Wait, what's this in progress? Oh, that's with the bot, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, because we can... Nah, the road's not quite built yet, is it? You know what, I want to go have a look at these road things, see what they need. Because if we can get that last bit of roads built, then it'll be super easy to get back to the craftsman. Is that my bag? That's one, isn't it? I assume that'll send it the other way, right?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
What do you need? Nope. Quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that's going to do that bit. That's not really the bit I want. This bit is what I want. What does it need? 800 metals. 560 ceramics. Can we do that?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
I actually really like these roads and building everything up. I think that's a really pretty cool idea.
Contaminating suit. All clear. Welcome.
Normally I'm not so keen on online games, but this is a good way to do it because I don't see the other people but see their effects, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so let's get, it's at 800 metals, wasn't it? And ceramics, 5, 6, so if I do one of those, and one of those, I think that'll do it. Oh boy. This is what we're doing. I want that road. So, yeah. It's up here, isn't it? But is that? No, it's a post box, okay. That's also an auto paver. Alright, that's what we're doing.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
I'm not sure how much use the bike will be. Can see how far we can get.
This one's for you.
Not going to get very far at all, are we?
Keeping on.
going to get up there, are we? Okay, we'll hoof it from here. That's the first one. That's not the one I want to do, I think. Well, we can see where it'll open up, but I think it's that one we need to get to. So I do need to do that bit as well. Okay, let's see what we can do. Are you kidding me? It's going to be just short. Right, I'm going to find those last little bits. So do we need 30 metal and 100 ceramic? Some metals.
There we go.
Maybe we can find a post box around here or something. Might have something in. Not quite in their territory yet, am I? Oh, I am. Crap. Okay, let's just grab this and get out of here. Resins, come on. Ceramics, there we go. And that would connect up that little bit. This bit doesn't look so bad though, actually. Okay, let's go finish this bit of road. Oh, that's my bike. Yeah, this is the problem here.
Nice.
Oh, my 20 ceramic short. Oh my god. I don't believe that.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Ah, nuts. Doing this, I'm gonna make it happen. We're gonna get those ceramics and then we're going back up there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Yeah, that's the way.
Decontaminating soon. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. weapons restrictions lifted. Keep on keeping on. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Weapons restrictions lifted. Keep on keeping on.
Here we go.
detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Decontaminating soon. All clear. Welcome to Sand Porter Bridges.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Okay, next time we're going to do that one before we head on up into the hills, just because we've got a road pretty much all the way there now. So yeah, should be alright. That's what we're going to do.